So you've spent the last weeks learning all about the PPP program, your 8-week period in payroll. Well, guess what? That all changed, and as signed by the president today, there are new guidelines for the PPP. Hi, my name is Chris Passmore and I'm with CPA Corner, and I'm here to highlight the 5 key changes that are now in effect for the PPP program that we've all hopefully taken advantage of in the past 2 months to get through these troubling times. So let's dive right into it. So the first and most significant change is the revision of the forgiveness eligibility period from the original time period of 8 weeks now to 24 weeks. So that's a change from 2 months to 6 months for you to be able to use those funds in a forgivable way, and that would be for payroll, that would be for non-payroll costs, rent, utilities, mortgage, and you now have much more time to use those funds. The second most significant change is the extension of the due date of anything that's not forgiven. Originally, all PPP funds that were not forgiven were due in 2 years. Now we have 5 years to pay those monies back if those are not forgiven. The next significant change, this focuses on your non-payroll costs, which for most people relates to rent and utilities. That could be your office rent, lease on equipment. Originally, you were limited to 75% of the amount forgiven. Well, they've now lowered that threshold, and now you can have 60% be for payroll, or alternatively 40% for non-payroll costs. So that allows you to use a significantly larger amount for non-payroll in your forgiveness application. So again, that threshold, previously your payroll had to be 75% of the forgiveness request. Now that only has to be 60%, which opens up a large amount to be included in non-payroll costs that you couldn't before. Another significant change is the elimination of the FTE Equivalent Reduction. This is if you did have a staffing reduction or furloughs or layoffs. They have now loosened up significantly that requirement, and the likelihood of being penalized for a reduction in headcount has gone down significantly. And lastly, in addition to the PPP, you have the ability to defer certain payroll taxes as an employer. And previously, you only had the time period from which the CARES Act went into place until you received forgiveness on your PPP. That has now been completely eliminated, and you can still now defer all of your employee payroll taxes on the federal level, and you are no longer limited once you get that PPP loan forgiveness. So those are the major changes to the PPP program that went into effect by the new law signed into by President Trump. I hope you find this information useful. If you have any questions about the new provisions, please leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. And I look forward to speaking to you in my next video. Thank you.